I should really stop saying alright at the beginning of my videos. It's so dumb, it's so stupid, just like my name. Poop Lord? It's a stupid name. Alright, let's jump right into it. Never give in to your haters, just have fun. And this game is all about having fun, if I'm being completely honest. I am here with Vieno, I really hope I'm saying that correct, aka the Ploppmeister, aka Lord Plop, aka Ploppy, aka, I don't know what else to say. But this is a really stupid strategy on Arena, but I love it so much. This is the Khmer Elephant Fast Castle Ballista build extraordinaire, and then other words that don't really make very much sense. Build. And I am pushing in some deer over here. I'm not doing a very good job at it. As you can see, the scout is completely idle. But my point is this. You want to have 6 on food, definitely not 7 in the beginning, and 3 on wood, which I'm already messing up a little bit. But the thing is, you can make this work regardless. The idea is that you're going to go up to a total of 27 villagers, and then you're going to go fast castle, get those ballista elephants out, and then from there, you're going to, well, chop through a tree line. So we'll see how this progresses. Now, I did tell Vieno, or Red in this particular situation, that I was going for this. We were talking on Discord, we were having some fun, and here I'm making up for my mistake earlier by putting 4 onto wood. He decided to go for the Berbers so that the opponents wouldn't really know what to expect. Is going to go for a whole bunch of cab so that when I create that opening in my opponent's base, he is going to be able to sneak right in. Let's talk a little bit about the opponents. We have Friendly, and he's a very friendly individual, I am sure, playing as the Turks. Now, we saw Turks, and we said to each other, you know what? He's probably going to go for a fast Imperial Age build, which you see all the time on Arena, and he's even pushing in deer here. He's walling behind. Some people already know about the Khmer strategy. Let's see if we can still pull it off regardless. We have Momo in the green playing as Vikings. That could be very tricky for us to deal with. Berserks are no joke, and Arbalisks, some of the strongest in the entire game. You can see that everybody is producing villagers like a madman, but I do want to focus a little bit on what is required for this build. Definitely not a house wall, but you want to have up to 30 pop that you can use to produce villagers, because you want to go up at about 28 if your scout is still alive, otherwise 27. And here Red is scouting a little bit. I've scouted over here, and this is really unfortunate because if I want to chop through this wood line, I have to go all the way down here and then I can chop. So that's no bueno there. Checking out my opponent's bases just to make sure where is it easy for me to chop. Like for example over here, I literally only have to hit one tree and we're into their base. Meanwhile, this villager is not going to die to the boar. Wow, great job, Poop Lord, saving yourself from absolute embarrassment on the internet. Even though you have a whole bunch of idols, which probably should be tested at sheep. Come on. Come on. There you go. And I have scouted now that this is probably a good area to hit the Vikings player. And now I'm going to check out Blue's base just to see what's going on over there. Up to 21 pop at this moment, just going a whole bunch on food, 4 on wood. Actually, come to realize that I didn't need that many on wood, but it is quite useful because you can build mining camps on your gold and mining camps on your stone. Meanwhile, Red over here is already up. I really hope that I'm saying Vienna right, otherwise I'm going to be so embarrassed. And he is getting gold. He is going to boom his way to Castle Age and get those night numbers up. I'm looking at Blue's base over here. This looks like it could be hit on this side, and this looks like it could be hit on this side as well. Although that's a really awkward chop, and we can't see what's behind there, so we have no idea. And yeah, everything's going nice in Niceville. Definitely could have deleted these walls. You really don't need these, and these. Wow, these are a accomplishing a whole lot. I am signaling that to Vienna, and this side is also choppable. So we have a double choppable there, and oh, messy, 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 poop lord. Come on, get these vills to work. We are going to get some on wood now to build farms. We really don't need anything other than food and gold in the beginning, and the reason that we don't need anything is because Khmer, they don't need their buildings to go up. Now I have clicked up, and hopefully by the time I reach the end of feudal age, I'll be able to click up immediately to castle age. My resources are looking quite good for that. We now have 3 on gold. We're chopping a whole bunch of wood. We're also going to start collecting stone so that hopefully by the time we get to castle age, we will have enough stone for a castle. I think I should have committed slightly more. Okay, there we go. 5, maybe should have been 6 if I'm being completely honest with you here. And more farms are coming out. We need to make about 100 food happen, and we need to make about 30 gold happen before 35% is done. I think that's going to be very, very achievable to go straight castle here. Meanwhile, wow, Blue is house walling like a madman over here. That is one big investment into wood. He does not want to be disturbed by us in any way. That is quite hilarious. So at this point, Ploppy and I are discussing, hey, where should we hit? Where should we go? Should we go to green and hit the Vikings player? It's going to be a little bit awkward because this is not really a good route to go. So I have to walk all the way around and chop through here, which is definitely possible. And Turks in Imperial is fast imp. That's also no bueno at all. A little bit faster castle age. It looks like our opponents are definitely on the boomier side of things. And now that I do have that 28 pop, I'm just clicking straight through to castle, making sure that now I have a total of 650 stone to build that castle, and then we're going to be pumping out Ballista elephants. Only 2 on wood, which maybe is not enough for this. So yeah, we are going to build a second lumber camp, and that's that. Anyway, everything is looking good in Goodsville. And we have feudal age being reached, and they're probably going to click right through to castle as soon as they do get those 2 buildings up. I have now reached the castle, but I still need a total of 70 stone here. That's not optimal. I'm castle now at this point. I'm hoping if I just do this. No! 6 stone short, I realized, so 2 have to go back. I do want to build this defensively. I had considered moving these villagers all the way across the map to drop it forwards on one of these guys, but I didn't think that that was the best decision. I thought it would be better to just protect my forward gold here. If I do run out of gold, then at least I have an option there. And that's the Khmer build, even though I should really be building a house. Yeah, there we go. House pretty badly. And I'm letting Ploppy know that, hey, I am getting that castle up, and he is booming, booming, booming. Like a Kuman, Kuman, Kuman. 2 TC, boom. It doesn't look like our opponents have yet to reach castle age. Maybe went for a little bit more greedy, fast Imperial age play, thinking that this was going to go long and that they could push us in Imperial age. But we are not looking to boom. We are looking to attack. So at some point, maybe we'll see some Berber stables come out. Yeah, the Ballista elephants are already being produced. And this is a really aggressive build. Because you don't do this. Ballista elephants also, yeah, there is a barracks coming out. Oh, I didn't even have a barracks yet. Wow. Let's see what the eco is like for red here. Yeah, not too bad. 17 on food and 2 on gold. Definitely want to put some more on gold, especially if you want to be producing knights constantly. And at this point, looks like some scouting going on at front. I'm accumulating a mass, trying to balance out my eco because I'm terrible at that. To just keep producing Ballista elephants. Actually looking quite nice. I don't have any more on stone. I have one castle, that's fine. I don't really want to commit into Ballista elephants long term. The reason I don't want to commit into it long term is because, well, Ballista elephants are bad. Like, they're just a bad unit. But they are good at one thing, and that is breaking through tree lines. So we're going to see if we can pull that off. And meanwhile, Blue over here completely house walled himself, like a wall behind a wall. Maybe he knows that Ballista elephants are coming his way. This way is still definitely penetrable. Stables now being produced, double stables from red. Definitely needs way more on gold, and knights now being produced, getting upgrades for those knights as well. And at some point, these Ballista elephants, 6 of them, yeah, they are going to start heading forwards. Ooh, little fighting over here, and blue and green getting the better of the engagement. I said, I have a total of 6 elefantes here. Let's go forwards. Meanwhile, knights are being produced and being massed. And this is just going to end in hilarity, win or lose. Khmer elephants, especially Ballista elephants. Oh no! I realized I got spotted there, so they know our unicorn. And a wolf! Is this wolf gonna get a kill? I really hope so. That would be absolutely wonderful. At some point I should probably turn around and, yeah, boom! Absolute obliteration. Wolves everywhere, by the way. So I'm letting my teammate know that I'm going over this way and that we should try and get in through that. Meanwhile, knights are being produced on the front. Second TC is going up. We don't want to completely be helpless and continually producing those ballista elephants. Although right now, struggling a little bit, getting some more vill numbers up. And Redsburg is looking pretty nice. He's been on 2 TCs for quite some time. Has 15 on gold, so that would definitely be able to 2 stable produce. And here it comes. Here we go. We're getting in. Obviously, from our perspective, we cannot see that there are house walls behind here. So I'm saying, okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's get this, let's get this. Let's get through. Woo! Come on. We're in, we're... Oh. Oh, no, no, no. So now we're like, okay, there's Janissaries behind here. How are we going to get in? Can we get through the back here? Is there a wood line over here that we can get through? And it turns out, no. Oh, no. There's no possible way. I guess there was a way. I didn't actually even see that. This does technically connect to this wood line over here. We could have Ballista through this, but that is a really narrow pathway. So we decide, you know what? We're gonna make this work. This is gonna happen. We have 9 Ballista elephants here, and there's not a whole lot of Janissaries here. 8. There are some monks out, it seems like, so are pulling back there a little bit. Having some troubles coordinating on how to best do this. And that monk does get killed before it gets any conversions. That's quite favorable. And these Janissaries are definitely eating some shots here from these Ballista elephants. Trying to keep that as safe as possible. Trying to target this vill in the front. That vill is going to get pushed away. Is actually even going to die. Boom, is dead. And it looks like we are slowly getting in. Now at this point I am a huge noob. So I clicked them backwards just a little bit because I didn't realize that we were actually already going to be in just a second. I was doing something at home with my eco and I definitely put them way too far away. No, Pooplower, bring him back. Does get a conversion, but now we're in. Run, 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 fight, fight, fight. Ballista elephants are slowly getting in here as well. Whole bunch more of Janissaries over here. Damage is now being done. Let's do a quick pause here because I want to go to Friendly's perspective. Want to know how many vills are here. 34 vills at the beginning of this assault. And there comes the monk. Monk does get a conversion. Is now going to get taken down. And man, I have to deal with a full HP Ballista elephant. Great. Janissaries going down. seeing if I can get some of these Janissaries over here. Those Janissaries are going to get surrounded, but they are running away into the TC. Definitely chaos within Blue's base. And at this point, we are slightly ahead. We are actually slightly ahead. Trying to micro against the freaking Ballista Elephant that I myself created, so that's not great. Trying to get some more Vill kills in here, hiding into TCs. Definitely would be great if we could get rid of these Janissaries. And oh man, another monk. Can we get that before it converts? No, it does convert. And it's a full HP one again. Wonderful, I think to myself. Wow. Monks, they counter Ballista Elephants so well. So if somebody ever does try to cheese you and do this to you, Ballista Elephants are a good idea. And now, Red is like, well, I don't think this is working very well. So I'm still in here. I'm trying to get some kills against these Janissaries, and my elephants are getting absolutely shredded. But I do get some value over here. I'm hoping get some more shots. No, why are we targeting the villagers? Target the Janissaries! Oh no, no! And the last elephant has fallen, and these two elephants are like, oh well, we don't want none of that. So now we're like, okay, let's go for green. We can probably get through over here on that wood line. I mean, this is the strat. Let's go for it. And he has castles all over the front of his base, and I'm like, oh man, I just ran my elephants right through there. And red's here as well. We were thinking of going through here potentially, and then cutting through here. So a little bit of miscommunication for sure, but who cares? It's Ballista Elephants. The score is really, really close. We're about 200 difference. We are both on 2 TCs, and both of our opponents, they have, let's see, we have 2 TC boom from blue, and we have a 4 TC boom from green, so we really need to do some damage to green. I'm letting red know that we are over on this side now. Yep. Oh, blue is also letting his teammate know that, hey, you have to watch out. There are Ballista Elephants over here. So we are going to try and get this through as quickly as possible. He's trying to quick wall behind. I'm trying to break through. And I do realize that there's a little hole there. And I do realize that there's villagers building behind. So we definitely want to stop that from occurring. Another villager over here. And I wonder, is there still a hole here? I think if we chop some of these trees... Yeah, there is a hole. I've just created a hole. He did actually full wall up, but I just created a hole by blowing up that tree. Fast in from both of them. No real army on the field to speak of. Going for monks now to stop these Ballista Elephants. But the army is in, and that is a ton of knights here. And there's a total of about 40-something villagers over here. And red is running around. There's not even enough space for all these villagers to hide. Monk over here is going to get taken down by Ballista Elephants and by Knights, and absolute destruction in green's base. But once again, the score is not really good. Oh, those villagers, they can't garrison anymore. That is very favorable. And oh, it just looks like he missed that area back there. That would have definitely been a whole bunch more dead villagers if we could have actually gotten there. Meanwhile, our production is not super great behind us. We went for a really, really aggressive approach. And the Ballista Elephants now do find this. The Ballista Elephants will kill. I'm like, hey, there's vills over here. We should probably kill those. Do manage to get some of those, but they are going to try and retreat here. Oh man, get that last one, please. Come on. And we're kind of stuck in here. And here comes Blue as well, trying to help out his teammate. Going to try and take down this TC if at all possible, but Blue is here as well. Berserks are coming. Berserks do great against Cav, especially if they have their unique tech. I got my unique tech. We want to start switching into something else. Maybe fight this at this point. And it looks like all of these are going to be thrown away, but maybe we can get some more villager kills is what I'm thinking. And now we have no military. We're behind in score, and looks like the Khmer Ballista Elephant, it just simply doesn't work, guys. It just doesn't work. There's no way you can possibly do this in one of your games. It's just a bad strat. Or is it? We decide not to give up. We're not going to throw the towel in the ring because of the 500-point differential. I'm starting to now build a meat shield with battle elephants. And we still have all of these cav that were produced that weren't sent to die in Green's base. I definitely think the Green's base attack was maybe not the best idea, but both of them went fast Imperial. And now it looks like Green wants to push me, and blue wants to push that military advantage and push red. Although I don't think he realizes how many knights are still here, but 26 of them. Say I have a castle to deal with on the front over here. I do bring all of my boys to try and attack that. Meanwhile, over here, we're going to have a surround on these Janissaries. Yes, we are. They're going to be fully surrounded. Ooh, but they do kind of escape there, trying to get to that TC. Meanwhile, fights over here. Definitely don't want this castle to go down. That's my only ballista point. And man, we have some action going on. Monks all over the place. Monks getting some conversions, but are going down. And those Janissaries are getting cleaned up. That's a very good fight for red at this point. I'm pulling more villagers off of that gold because I want to keep that gold safe. It does look like these berserks are going down to my Elefantes. And I definitely need to take out these ballistas ASAP or this castle is roasted. No more berserks at this point. I do manage to take out 1 and 2, made it to Imperial Age finally. Red's still not Imperial Age, but that's okay. He's on the way. And he took a very, very nice engagement against Blue there. Blue has no army at this point, and he's only on 3 TCs. Still more than us. I believe I am at 2 TCs. Yeah, 2 TCs. Now building my third one finally, and Red is still only on a 2 TC push kind of situation. So now we have the military advantage because we just had 2 really good fights. We had a fight over here, and we had a fight over here against Red. And I think if I can get some siege out at this point and trip this castle, it could give us an advantage. But Green is now building up his military numbers. He's getting berserks, and man, these berserks are really, really beefy. I don't have all of my upgrades on my elephants. +4/+1. I got my unique deck, but I definitely need to get more defense upgrades on them. But I'm actually more concerned into taking into scorpions now because I know my opponent is going berserks. Ploppy told me to do that, so I decided, you know what, that actually sounds like a good idea. These Janissaries are being healed up. It has camels there as well. That could be a very tough push if that does go in to Ploppy's base there. And we're deciding to push over here. Potentially getting these castles down would be huge, but man, that's a lot of berserks there as well. Realizes that he is going to get pushed, so if he can clean this up, he's in a good spot. But at the same time, there's so many monks here. Oh, maybe should have deleted there. That's okay. Is he going to go for an engage on this army over here? Doesn't look like it at the moment. Is pushing down this castle is my trebuchet, which is also very important because these are his production buildings as well. Building another castle behind is pushing through now. If you could get for that house, that would be huge. And oh man, the ballista elephant is being used against us. That is actually kind of hilarious. But now has a nice secondary layer of wall here. And from behind come the... Oh, and those are just going to pick off all of those monks. I mean, this is kind of a choke. Maybe we should delete this gate. Delete the gate, delete the gate, delete the gate. Oh, come on, delete the gate. This is still not a terrible fight, but definitely if that gate was gone, could get a much better surround in on them. And more defenders advantage, more and more knights are being produced. They are coming in here. And it looks like eventually this is, yeah, completely going to get cleared up down here. And it did look like I was able to destroy that 1 TC, but now that's a lot of berserks, 32 berserks, and friendly resigns at this point. As long as we can make sure that these berserks don't absolutely massacre us, we should be okay. And these are heavy scorpions, so these should do alright, but he just runs right past all my elephants, which is really, really bad. Trying to make more scorpions behind, and here come the cav, but berserks, they absolutely counter all of this. Especially with their unique tech, absolutely demolish this. But Green's Q is kind of rough at this point. More reinforcements coming in, and can we clear this up? I have 2 trebuchets going forward. I thought we were going to clear this, but more reinforcements are arriving from Green, and these counter our units pretty hard. I'm trying to make a hole in the wall just so that these cav can go in, and the reinforcements catch my traps. No, 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 no. Down, down, down she goes. But now we're looking in a pretty good position. More and more scorpions, as long as we can maintain this position and slowly push, we should be okay here. But my goodness, these berserks do not want to go down. They do have that regeneration as well, which is crazy. They get that within the fight, but mostly if you get a good engage and then head back, pretty good for you. And I am building more trebs just to treb these castles down, because once these castles go down and we can limit these numbers, a full hussar spam from Ploppy with some cavalier sprinkled in there, and these heavy scorpions are eventually going to do tons and tons of work. And the writing at this point is on the wall against one opponent only. Yeah, the GG is called. If we look at the statistics, and man, what a fun game! I mean, it's such a stupid strategy. When I talked to Lord Plop after this, we talked a little bit about like how we won this game, and whether or not it was because of the Khmer and Berber strategy. And we kind of came to the conclusion that we won this game despite using the Khmer strategy. It is a fun strategy. It definitely takes your opponents off guard. Um, but that fast Imperial, wow, 23-minute Imperial, very, very nice. 14-minute and 15-minute Castle, also not bad at all. I don't know, I think that Friendly could have played that a little bit differently. Maybe he could have gone, we talked about this, could have maybe gone for archery ranges and gone for bombard cannons and hand cannoneers. That way it's a lot faster. You don't need as much stone to build that castle, and it could really hold very nicely as well. And you can see, surprisingly, the amount of damage that we were able to do to Blue right after he reached Imperial. We definitely chopped down a whole bunch of his eco. And on green, we definitely did some work as well. So here we went in, we destroyed a whole bunch of Friendly's eco, and here we went in and we destroyed a little bit of green's eco, but we also kind of cleared up a bunch of those berserk numbers that he was building up. And after that, yeah, once blue GG'd, that was good game for sure. Anyway, thank you guys so much for walking. I really appreciate that. Please don't run in the hallways. Really annoying when you guys do that. Continue walking. Have a great day.